The Emmerdale teens are in crisis as Noah, Jack Downham, faces his sentencing, but he is still unprepared to accept any support from Mum Charity Dingle, Emma Atkins. And meanwhile, amid all of this, Sarah Sugden, Katie Hill, is being pushed out more and more, leading to her making a drastic decision. Elsewhere, Amelia Spencer, Daisy Campbell, takes a huge risk with weight gain syrup and soon collapses. In other news, Kim Tate, Claire King, is suspicious, but she doesn't know the half of what Will Taylor, Dean Andrews, is up to. Layla lines up a change. Having taken a line before breakfast, Layla's jittery behavior at home catches Liam's attention, and later when she's unable to finish an interview with a journalist after feeling unwell, Susie finds coke in Layla's bag and admonishes Layla about the dangers of buying drugs from an unknown dealer. Susie delivers some sharp home truths to an annoyed Layla. When Susie storms out to do the interview herself, Layla's left alone with the cocaine. Determined to make a change, Layla washes the rest of her coke down the sink. Mac collars Ethan in the Woolly to ask about Noah's chances in court. When Kerry overhears their conversation, she and Charity argue about Noah until Charity throws Kerry out. Charity's pleased to see Noah outside the pub but is quickly hurt when he continues to blame her for his woes. Noah's thrown off when Mac tries to diffuse the atmosphere. Noah's stunned when Charity takes Mac's side as she sticks up for herself. Despite sending him away, she's heartbroken to see a resigned Noah head off alone. In the pub, Charity wonders if she's done the right thing. David's wretched as he clumsily sacks Kerry in a bid to save money. Ryan agrees to Marcus moving in with Ethan and the happy pair head off for celebratory drinks with Charles. Tuesday, June 7th. Mum's not the word. At wishing well, despite his irritable mood, Noah's grateful for Belle's support as they leave the court. To Belle's disappointment, Noah refuses to get his stuff from Charity's, claiming not to have a mum anymore. Charity's determined to put on a brave face ahead of Noah's sentencing. When Sarah realizes that they've forgotten her birthday, she's gutted to be constantly overshadowed by Noah and his problems. Outside of the village hall, Amelia wishes Noah well in court but he's too distracted to engage in conversation. Charity's devastated to witness her son leave the village looking so lost and alone. Now in court, Charity sees Noah's reaction to her arrival in court and regrets coming. As the sentencing commences, the group anxiously await Noah's fate. Bernice and Nicola compete with each oath over council business. Nicola fights dirty by stealing Bernice's ideas. Kim worries Will's hiding something despite his best efforts to put her off the scent. Wednesday, June 8th. Willing to lie. At the scrapyard, a loved-up Kim and Will arrange to go out for dinner. Just as Kim leaves, a shady Mike turns up unannounced with an important update for Will. Mike tells Will that a man fitting Jamie's description was spotted near Hazel's house. When Mike suggests a DNA test, Will must juggle the need to attain hard proof of Jamie's existence with the thought of continuing to lie to Kim. Later at Home Farm, oblivious to his secret mission, an exhausted Gabby is delighted when Will offers to look after Thomas. As he unpacks the DNA sample kit, Will's aware that he's ignoring dinner plans with Kim in order to do this. Kim's furious with Will for standing her up. Grim at the web of lies he's been forced to spin, Will tells Mike he's got Thomas' hair and firmly gives him a deadline of 24 hours. When a buzzing Jacob arrives at Tennant's eager to talk university, a ropey Layla tries to act normal. She doesn't fool Liam however, who's increasingly convinced she's suffering from PTSD. That evening, Take a Vow is buzzing with business as a queasy Layla attempts to keep up. Chloe decides to throw Sarah a small birthday party that evening to make up for her family. Charity breaks down as she reflects on all the chaos in her life, blaming herself for her family's misfortunes. Later at the cafe, Charity struggles to hold it together as Brenda grills her about Noah. Thursday, June 9th. Charity doesn't start at home for Sarah. Sarah's anger with Charity peaks when she realizes that Charity's too distracted by Noah and resolves to leave the village for good. Faith catches Sarah trying to hide her suitcase and messages Charity. Can broken Charity convince her to stay as she struggles to cope with the loss of another child? Will's stunned when Mike demands $3,000 for the DNA results. Aware that he doesn't have the money, Will asks Mike for a few hours to source the funds. At the porter cabin, Will's conflicted as he transfers $3,000 from the company accounts to pay Mike. His guilt increases when Jimmy expresses concern over the haulage company's finances after they lose another client. How will Kim react when she discovers $3,000 cash in his bag and the haulage company's accounts open on his laptop? Kathy's exasperated by Amelia's preoccupation with aesthetics. Amelia encourages Kathy to have another go with Samson. When Amelia suddenly collapses, the group gathers around her in fear. Amelia tries to convince the gang that she's okay, claiming not to have eaten that day. Aware of the dangers of the weight gain syrup, Kathy's unsure whether to believe her or not. Kim and Mary get on like a house on fire. Marlon's daunted by the prospect of physio with the energetic Kit at home. Friday, 10th of June 2022. Kim possible questions for Will. Kim questions Will, but will he come clean about what he has been up to with Mike? Heath gets interrogated by Bob and Dan as they search for the truth surrounding Amelia's collapse. Marlon anxiously awaits his physio appointment.